Well, it's just over here.
Oh, is it?
I thought black's a bit boring.
Hello, here I am.
Lime green, bright orange.
Hi, look at me, I got a new frock.
We've had an amazing time in our Hellcat long-termer so far, and we've done some really cool stuff with it.
DRIVETRIBE has blagged this car.
707 horsepower. Not gonna be silly. Ooh, bit silly, maybe.
And this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Now though, it's time for a big change.
Today is the day that we wrap our Charger. I gave the reason as to why we're wrapping it in our first ever video, but just to reiterate it, it's because of this. The car looks badass in gloss black, but the camera guys have to constantly dodge themselves due to how bright the reflection is on that glossy paint. So we're gonna change the car's color, and we're so desperate to see what it's gonna look like, we've already started stripping it. James, you're the founder here at Project. Have you ever had a Hellcat here? Because you've got some cool stuff kicking about.
No, this is the first Hellcat. And what it is to see it in the flesh, I mean, it really is something else. Pictures don't do it justice. So
It's a big old lump, isn't it?
yes, it is a big old, it's wide, it's long, it's aggressive. I just think it's a cool car.
Yes.
So yeah, excited about this one, really am.
So I'm guessing you're used to sort of AMGs, Porsches, RS Audis coming in. How is this different to those? Is it just sheer size, or is there more to it than that?
I think it's just the uniqueness of it. I think we're so used to seeing the M car, the AMG car. This is just a different animal, isn't it? And it's more exciting because we haven't seen one.
Okay, well, we haven't shown the audience the colour yet, but you have seen it.
I have.
What do you think the car's going to look like once it's done?
Okay, if you want my honest opinion,
Oh no, that sounds like
I think, look, I think when you always see vinyl in a very small package, you are semi-reserved, you're not really sure because...
just like a little template.
yeah,
like,
you're only talking,
Yeah.
I don't know, 6 inches by 2 inches.
Which is what we looked at a
And
few
we
weeks
looked at it
ago.
together and we went,
Yeah.
you know what, this is as close as we're gonna get, let's play with it. But I've seen it laid, it looks amazing, the colour just completely comes out in a big panel. So yeah, I'm excited about this, and it's such a drastic change that you guys are gonna love it.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get your guys in and get this car wrapped.
Let's go.
Now, we will have blacked out the car in the thumbnail of this video, and I do want to keep it a surprise for you guys. So, we're gonna switch to black and white in 3, 2, 1. I'll see you back in colour once the car's finished. Matt, you've been getting stuck into the car already, and something that blows my mind a bit is just how much has to come off the car before you start wrapping it. What's the process of stripping this car down?
I think with this car in particular, we've probably come over a few more challenges than we have with a lot of European cars. We do lots of European cars, so therefore we are confident with how things come off. This particular car, definitely we had to think about how we're going to take this car apart, how's it put together. It's actually been great. You know, everything's come off relatively easily.
Cool, well, I know James is already worried about just how complicated the front bumper is. Is this a tricky beast to do?
It's a very big bumper. So I think what we'll do on this bumper is we'll maybe incorporate some detailing here and there with a bit of black and shadowing and things like that.
Okay, well, our audience still hasn't seen the colour of this car's going.
Okay,
you
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
What do you make of it? Is it going to come out good?
I'm going to be completely honest.
James said that as well.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, on the roll, I wasn't too sure.
Interesting.
I was a bit, always because it's a muscle car. On the roll, I wasn't sure.
Okay.
But now it's on the car.
I'm still keeping them waiting, but thank you for
No
the
problem at all.
explanation. So, let's reveal the new colour of the DRIVETRIBE Hellcat in 3, 2, 1. Wait, that's not quite right. There you go. Our Hellcat is now Glacier Blue. I would chat more about our new colour choice, but we're really tight for time. So let's get this thing up to the smallest cog and see what Richard makes of it. Fingers crossed, he likes it. Before we reveal the car to Richard, this video would not have been possible without today's sponsor, CarVertical. CarVertical compiles data from all over the world and puts it into a comprehensive report on a car's history so that you can know whether a car's ever been in a crash, whether it's ever been stolen, if it has something dodgy going on with the mileage, or if it has outstanding finance. If you are looking in the usual places to find second-hand cars like eBay and AutoTrader, CarVertical can make sure that you don't buy a car that's had a pretty torrid past. Let's say, off the back of this video, you fancy a Dodge Charger of your own and you come across this one. If you go to the photos section of the report, it looks okay. There are photos from a recent auction. The car doesn't look too bad. But if you just scroll upwards, the report quickly reveals that in 2020, the car had a pretty serious front-end shunt. The shunt was big enough that the airbag went off and the front wings and bumper were pretty badly crimped. As well as there being an amber warning in the damage section of the report, there's also an amber warning in the mileage section. So if you scroll to the mileage bit, it shows that there was a pretty serious hike in the car's mileage up until that accident in 2020, at which point the mileage took a 40,000 mile dive. That seems a bit dodgy, so I would say stay away from this one, although without this report, you would have no idea what was happening underneath that car. CarVertical is a great tool for making sure you don't buy a crappy, potentially dangerous car. So if you're in the market for something secondhand, use our exclusive link in the description below to get 10% off when using CarVertical. And by clicking the link below, you'll also help support us making videos like this for the channel. Richard, do you remember when I said I was going to wrap the Dodge?
Yes.
Well, it's just over here.
Oh, is it? Is it just here? Oh, yes, Mike. I hardly noticed it. Jeez.
So, this is Glacier Blue.
Isn't it vivid?
If you remember, this is what it used to look like.
Yeah. Black, discreet, subtle.
And I remember you kind of liked it.
You loved it.
You classed it as a bit of a Q car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I thought, black's a bit boring. The cameramen get caught in the reflections all the time.
Ever the practical man.
And I thought, well, Scottish, bit of blue. There was also a real story behind this colour. The proper story is I wanted to colour it lilac because American colours, red, white and blue, if you mix all those together, it's a nice light purple.
You're such a dweeb.
That's...
You really are appalling. You'd have had to explain that every petrol station you ever went to. Well, what I did was I combined the colours of the American flag. And then they're going to, oh, God.
But
right, OK.
What happened was, no one has ever asked for a lilac wrap, so it doesn't exist.
Do you know why no one has ever asked for a lilac wrap?
It would have looked really good.
OK, Mike, you're on the spot here. A few points I want to throw at you.
OK, go.
Number one, I did love it. It was a Q car. It was a rumbling, growling, discreet weapon. It's not, is it?
Well, I have a rebuttal for that. It wasn't a Q car because just the sheer shape of it got people looking at it. You've driven this up and down the motorway yourself.
Yeah, I have.
It gets serious attention
It
when
does.
it was black. So now, you may as well amp it up.
OK, that brings me to my second point.
OK.
I want to go back to the first point as well in a minute.
OK.
On the second point, yeah, everybody's going to look at it. You are Scottish.
I am.
Not a nation known for its unnecessary flamboyance, is it?
Like a bit of war paint every so often, but apart from that...
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it's not... Look at me! That's not very... OK, all right. I'm going to go back to when it was black.
OK.
What I loved about it, why people looked at it. When I was a kid, lived in Ripon, North Yorkshire for a while, and I was working in a bookshop, my Saturday job, and through town came a Lamborghini Countach.
Nice.
Black. And I remember you could hardly make out the shape of it. It was just like a selection of planes and angles reflecting the light. And it was the most exciting. I was like, oh God, what is it like? That's what this had.
Okay.
They'd hear it, and there was something massive in the mirror gliding past. Like, oh God, I can't make out the shape. Now, what this does, it defines the shape, and actually it is.
It does.
I love the shape. It's a fab shape. It's athletic, but muscular. But I liked it when you couldn't quite make it out, and you'd be this. Hello, here I am.
The bit I love, this line now is so crisp.
Honestly, if I were the designer of the car, I would be saying, brilliant, you've shown up all these little scallops in the bonnet and in the side, and great. But it's quite vivid.
Well, you say that. When you look at the wraps some people have put on these on the internet, we're talking lime green, bright orange, sort of maroon colour. This is subtle.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm doing it for the sake of it.
I've got two more points to make, and I'm going to make them.
Okay.
It's like interviewing a politician.
Point 3 and 4.
Point 3 is this was the perfect sparring partner for my Jag, also a supercharged V8, also
over there.
black. And in fact, we went up in this to go and collect it.
We did.
And it was like, oh, we've got the American and English versions too. Lithe, muscular, quite subtle but powerful supercharged V8 cars from either side of the pond. And now my cool gangstery car, its American brother, has become its overly flamboyant American auntie. Hi, look at me, I got a new frock. It's just
I have a solution.
I'm not rapping. No.
We've got some left.
No, I don't care.
I saw it on the roll.
No. And my final point. How dare you come here
I'm going to be fired.
outside this cathedral to classic car craft? Shut up. This cathedral to classic car craft with a car that you've wrapped. Bringing a wrapped car here to where we craft and paint them is like turning up at a Savile Row Tailor's in a shell suit.
Are you trying to say if I walk in there with the keys and say, right, greenhouses, anyone fancy a go in my 717 horsepower wrapped Dodge Charger Hellcat? They're going to say, no, F off, we like painting here.
Okay, they're not going to say that. I don't want you to do that because I
Okay.
need them to work and they'll just spend all day playing in it. But they will be hurt. They will go, oh, but this, we change colours, we make things look like that.
So you like it?
All right, if I'm honest, yeah, I think it's great. It looks.
I knew it.
It does look.
I knew
I do
it.
like that colour. Is it a Ford colour?
It's called
It's
Glacier
neat.
Blue. I'm not sure. You know, what I think it looks like is that Hyundai Performance Blue, you know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
i30N.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
be waving at Hyundai
it's-
drivers in this.
It helps that you've got quite a lot of black against
Yes.
it with all the grills and bits. Yes. I've got one final point.
Oh, we're point number 5.
You're going to wake up one day feeling a bit miz, a bit down, a bit shy. And we all have those. You wake up, oh, I just want to get on with my life. I just want to go and do what I've got to do. Or you might wait. I've got to go to the clinic discreetly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you mind? Wherever life takes
I've got
you.
a lump,
Well, there
yeah.
you go. I'll just go now quietly. Bye. I'll see you later, and then get in there.
Well,
And
thankfully, you paid me enough. Thank you very much that I can own stuff like a Mondeo and the DRIVETRIBE BMW M5. Don't own that because they'll kick about in that.
yeah,
Thank you.
we need a word about this. If this is what you're going to do, the freedom it grants you.
I've got an engagement party this weekend. I'm going to turn up in this. Everyone's,
Parties, yes.
Here comes Mike.
But
And then
what
when
about
I go and get my
funerals?
lump checked, the Mondeo.
Oh, okay. Parties, yes. Funerals, no.
Yeah.
I will challenge you to do this. Probably I'm going to suggest off camera. I don't think you want to see what happens when he does it. Go and see what Neil says.
Really?
I'd do it. Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
See what Neil says.
I think. How much would you like to bet that he loves it? That might be a
I'll go
mistake.
for a straight up crisp tenner on that. I'm going to say you'll have to dig a bit, but he won't like it inside.
Okay, I'll go for that. Tenner that
I've
Neil
got it
likes
in the
it.
car. You're saying he likes it. I'm saying he doesn't.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Neil Greenhouse, the floor is
What's the
yours.
space? Actually, it is quite cool, but I'm not telling him that. I wouldn't drive it anymore. I loved it.
Neil, what do you think of the new look of the Hellcat?
Well, I see it parked outside, and I thought they'd given you a courtesy car. I didn't realise it was your own Hellcat. So this is wrapped, is it? Not painted?
This is fully wrapped.
Right. Being genuinely, seriously honest, I think the finish on it is amazing. To actually think that's just a wrap or skin or whatever, you know, it's plastic. It is. If you stood here, you would think that was paint.
Well, I'm glad you like it. Neil, if you ever want the keys to have a go, just give me a shout. You've made my day. You've destroyed Richard's day. But
Why did Richard not like it?
he likes it.
Yeah.
He hates to know that he likes it.
Ah.
But he wanted you to hate it. And I think your boss is quite worried because he's come to check and overhear what, just behind camera now. So Richard Hammond,
Oh.
he has overheard what's happened. Hello, Richard.
What do you think of that then? Not keen? It's a good job. I'm not being funny, but I wouldn't fancy doing it, would you? That would be a lot of work to do that.
Well, what about the colour?
Well, colour is personal choice, isn't it? It's with that car.
Do you like it?
I don't mind it. It wouldn't be my choice, but
Right, look, it's binary. This is riding on it.
I've already had
Oh,
this.
I see. I don't mind it.
This
No.
is riding on it. I'm not telling you which way around.
In a
it
way,
is.
I do like the colour in a way because
Okay, a binary decision. Like, not like.
Do you like the new look of the Hellcat?
That's the way to put it. Do you like it like this more than when it was black? The look of it.
Oh yeah, I prefer that colour than black. Yeah.
Thank you. This is going to be plenty of.
quiet.
I'm going to spend this on Wisp Buzz and Iron Brew. For
We're
the
still
next
going
week.
hours on that, aren't we?
Thank you, Neil.
Two things. One, since we were filming that, in the minutes following, two people from Hadrian's Engineering Works next door walked past and said, nah, it looked better when it was black. And Mike looks genuinely crestfallen. Oh, what? Secondly, I applied the finishing touches to this car. There, that's straightish. Yeah. When it wasn't wrapped, so I'm going to do it again with Mike's special mini spoiler for him, which makes all the difference aerodynamically. I'm going to be precise about it. That's the centre, that's straight. There you go. Lovely job. Done by a professional. Now it looks good. Now it's finished.
I'd like to give a massive thank you to the guys at Projects for wrapping the Dodge, but I would like to hear it from you guys. What do you think of the new colour of the Dodge? Tell us in the comments below.